FOURce! It's FOURce, YouTube toy collector team vlogging to save the day. FOURce! Nostalgic vintage toy heroes. FOURce!
FOURce is the codename of 4 daring, middle-aged, highly obsessed toy bloggers. Its purpose, to bring toy reviews and nostalgia to YouTube, a video sharing website that allows users to upload, view, share and comment. Hi, I'm Rudy Zissou, and I ain't afraid of no ghost. And we have got Diamond Selects, the real Ghostbusters, Egon Spengler. I have been waiting a long time to get this and to get a representation of Egon from the real Ghostbusters into the collection. Yeah, I've got a vintage Kenner, is it the Fright Faces? But I just really wanted a very screen accurate Egon for the collection. And when I saw that these were released, not when they were released, I saw when they were showcased last year, I was just like, oh my god, they look ridiculously good. And I've just got a feeling that they are, even from the packaging. I cannot wait to open this toy. It's just going to bring back ridiculous amounts of nostalgia. I'm fully aware of Diamond Select toys. I've had a Jean-Luc Picard and a Battle of the Planets Jun Princess, so I kind of know what to expect. But first of all, let's talk about the packaging. So the font is perfect. I can see the figure inside and all the accessories, from the streamer to the PKE meter, the backpack. There's various like gloves. There's the actual energy stream that's kind of homages the original Kenner toy when it was like a wand, and you can get a little bit of the face sculpt and the hair, but obviously we're going to go into more detail when it escapes from the plastic prison, and then that's what you get on the side. You get a better look at his face, and then on the back you can see. So this is wave 1, and you get Egon, Winston and Slimer, and then I believe wave 2 you get Venkman and Ray Stantz. This could be a rabbit hole for some people. They're getting the whole collection of these because they look so good, says the man that's not even opened it. But all I want was Egon. It's not a rabbit hole for me. There's plenty of other toys that I want to get. It's just I want Egon so bad. He's my absolute favourite from the TV show, from the cartoon. It's a beloved cartoon of mine. The storylines, the animation, the music, the promo that subsequently made it onto the internet about 5 or 6 years ago. It's an incredible show from an incredible property, and I just think this is going to do it so much justice, and it's the perfect thing for my collection. One thing I had forgotten to mention, very similar to the Marvel Build-A-Figure, and especially with the WWE Elites, you get a bit of a prop to help build up the place as a diorama. So I can't exactly see which one you get with Egon, but you get collectible 15 figures from series 6 to 10 to build the firehouse doors. There you go. So yeah, that has been the box. Let me get it out of the plastic prison and show you the figure. So Egon, free of the plastic prison, and this action figure is fantastic. It's so good. I can't believe how good it is. Like the articulation and actually seeing the face sculpt up close and the colours. Mine is incredibly stiff, and there were some scare moments when I was kind of playing around with the articulation. But here we have him holding his streamer. Mine's a little bit bent, but it's, as you can see, it's soft moulded plastic, so it's gonna go in, and as you can see, it just does some really good poses. It can hold it in all manner of different ways. Yeah, so let's start at the top and work down, shall we? So here we have the face sculpt. The glasses, you know, are a separate piece of plastic that are actually moulded into grooves in the side of the head. They've really over pronounced the hair, the signature Egon hairstyle. They've really made it stand out and really gone for a much more bigger rat's tail. But I love the face sculpt. You know, Egon always had that stoic sort of look about him whenever he was on the screen, and when he spoke, voiced by Maurice LaMarche, and he epitomises the character of Egon for me. And then to flipping back, you can see the standard Ghostbusters logo and the detailing on the pads, that given ridges to the pads. And then we've got the proton pack, and you can actually attach the streamer back to the proton pack. You know, you've got dials, you've got, you know, the cylinders. In some ways it's done basically, you know, but that works really well for me. You know, they could have done way more detail on the backpack, but in some ways, you know, it's kind of like the same way with Transformers. Do you display your action figure backwards to show off that? Probably not. So, you know, you can have loads of kibble on the back of a Transformer and nobody's going to see it. The same goes for here, but for me, there's the right amount of detail, and it's really well painted on and moulded really well. If I'm being critical, some of the paint work is a little bit not up to some sort of standard, but then again, it's, you know, it's hardly a Hot Toys action figure. And then just to spin around just so you can see a bit more of the moulded detail on his front. You know, a black t-shirt, very stereotypical of the show. There's an ab crunch, very minimal, but it's there. And then you've got the detailing all on the waist, on the utility belt. And here's where the articulation comes about. You've got thigh swivel, knee bend. Here's the stiffness of mine. Got a knee bend. Then you've got an ankle tilt. And with the arms, you've got full range of motions. And you've got an elbow swivel and an elbow bend and wrists. And the arms, the hands, I mean, they're interchangeable, and comes with the PKE meter and a trap. Let me grab those and see how that really brings the figure to life. So here he is with one set of the hands that have got the black gloves. he comes with two pairs of hands, closed fists, and open, and it allows you to hold the streamer a bit more relaxed. I'm not a big fan of the black gloves. I don't really remember them having black gloves on in the show, so, but you know, as an added accessory, you can never go wrong with having too many accessories. And since we're talking about the streamer, let's attach the actual particle beam. And you can pop it back in his hand, and there you have Egon with the proton beam coming through, and this is all moulded rubbery plastic, and as I said, it does evoke a little bit of the old toy. Sadly, you can't twist it around like you do, but I can only imagine that's how many of those vintage toys got broken, by twisting the stream round and round. So yeah, that's the black gloves and the stream, and as I said, it comes with a PKE meeting and the ghost containment trap. Let's have a look at those now. So these accessories are pretty much my favourite part of this action figure. We've got the trap and the PKE meeting. Let's have a look at the trap first. So I've strategically got it placed over his hand because he doesn't really hold it on the figure, but I'll just pop the figure down for a moment. But yeah, it's incredibly detailed. I am a little bit concerned about the thinness of that, but I'm going to display it how you just held it, and I just don't worry about, as I said, the thinness of that, but everything else about it, the detail is just, it's really well done. This is evocative of the TV show. I bang on about the essence of the character, and it doesn't always have to be screen accurate, but this is just nailing it on every level. When you make that decision to purchase a toy that you want screen accuracy, you need it to do it 100%, or for me, I wouldn't be satisfied. But this trap it's just an added excellent accessory that stays within keeping of that proviso that I have. It's a great little addition, but it's nothing. It really is nothing compared to the PKE meter. Egon pretty much always had the PKE meter, and this is how I want to display him, holding the trap and the PKE meter, and he holds it perfectly in his hand. You can hold it in any sort of angle, but to have a proper look at how good it is, it's just incredibly well detailed for such a tiny accessory. All the different colours and the tiny bit of paint that they've got on the wiring, and I can't tell if that's a sticker or not. Give me a moment to know that's painted on. That's just incredible. These are rubbery, again, kind of thin, but I'm just going to take that risk. It's not like I'm going to be, battling other ghosts with it. It's incredible set of accessories that just really make the figure of Egon come alive, and exactly what I want from this action figure. I'm not disappointed at all with how this has been made. I absolutely love it. It's everything I could want from a real Ghostbuster. I've got a lot of love for the vintage Kenner range that they made. They were perfect at the time for, you know, 7-year-old, 8-year-old me. And if you ever want a modern interpretation, I can thoroughly recommend picking up the Diamond Select ones. As I said, it's not a rabbit hole for me, luckily. All I need is this one. But if you do love the real Ghostbusters, any of them would be a perfect addition to your collection. Or even if you're just a Ghostbusters fan, get one. When I was a kid, I was always really scared of the paranormal. And when I was a teen, I visited my grandparents' house. And by that time, my grandfather had long passed away. And as I walked through to go and get something for my grandma in her bedroom, he floats through the wall and does this at me. Shh. But I wasn't scared in the slightest. I guess I ain't afraid of no ghost. And neither should you be. So now you know. And knowing is half the battle.